Good to see you. So what do I do in my spare time? Well, I investigate the paranormal. And did you know that in the 1940s the US government used to routinely shred any documentation relating to UFO experiences? Is it a conspiracy theory? I don't know. Maybe they're just outer space. Hey! Yeah, so my name's Chris and you probably noticed a couple of things about me straight away. The first of these is, yes, I am a tiny bit like Bart Simpson. His inner satellite can be voiced by a middle-aged lady. And secondly, that voice comes from a tiny mouth. which you know is fine, because it doesn't stop me doing what I love, which is French kissing mice. And at the minute, I'm reading a book called Future Shock by Alvin Toffler, who we can only assume has diabetes. And in this book, it's about how production is speeding up and changing the way human relationships are formed. It says it's our place in time that actually sort of means people don't get on, not your race, colour, religion, and a theory in that book is called time skip. An event can happen, and the effects of it can be felt, not just at the time, but can skip through generations, and that bit is what we call the setup. I've got an example of this from my own life, because in 1912, a luxury cruise liner crashed into an iceberg, killing 1,500 people instantly, over a few hours. And I know that this one incident is still claiming casualties throughout time, because I know that in 1997, I lost 3 hours of my life to the same incident. And again, on Blu-ray. So what do I do in my spare time again? Well, I investigate the paranormal. And I was at the exorcism of a young girl who was possessed by the devil or a demon, and the bed was flying and she was hovering around the room, and she turned to me, like 360-degree head spin, and said, "Your mother sucks cocks in hell." And I said, "Whoa." It's pronounced hole. And what else am I known for? Short stories, I guess. I'll read you a couple of them. Very short, they tend to have a twist in them. So the first one is called Cake Lady. And in this one, she makes a lot of cakes. Like Bamberg, Victoria Sponge, you name it. So this cake, she makes it. The twist in this one is, she's a cake. And there's a new one I've written called, Can I Have That? Can I have that? I said. No, replied the lady in white. We need it to incubate all the babies. So when's the next bit happening? By now. Just while this bit happens, did anyone see the giant spider that came down the screen? Terrified of them. It's gonna be... Should have timed this better. Oh, this bit's gonna be so good. And I've got to remember a password. I have lost one of these before when out and about. And work said I'm not supposed to take any of this equipment with me ever again. Sonic. It's about this time we want to do the interactive Q&A session.
Hey!
With me. This is our first questioning. Hey! What's your name? Hi Harry, great to meet you. Have you got a question? Where does Yakult come from? Great question, Harry. I don't actually know is the answer, but I think I know someone who does. Let's go over there now. Do you know where Yakult comes from? Okay. And where is that? Next question. Anyone else? Hey! It's actually a self-portrait. I didn't realise it at the time. What's your name? It's Jonathan Pillow. And what's your question, Jonathan? What do I think of stage magic? Good question. I suppose I'd say it's great, but much like making greetings cards from pieces of macaroni, it's a skill largely acquired in foster care. Hey, look at this guy! What's up with you? I'm losing my hair. What can I do? Not much. But be positive. So it's not a bald spot. It's a solar panel. For a Tears factory. Business is booming. Oh, you. Sad Sharon. How can I help you? Why did you break my heart? Well, honey, you can't tame the tornado. So, I mean, that's pretty much me burning fast and bright, like magnesium. I'm just going to leave you and Matthew to come back up with a word from our sponsors. Bromptons, stationers and awful specialists. Since 1948. Can I smoke here?
No.
Then this interview is over.